G'day everyone, like some more FGR. Who's ready for slogging through Agartha? Not me. And yet here we are. So let's go and get started. The mysterious guest servants, which are Astolfo and Dion. Luckily they're not forced, but that's who they are. Okay, what are we even doing here? This fight's to Chimera. So you can see we managed to get our skills up. Finish that. Can't quite finish the mana loading skill on Ushi Avenger because I need 5 more of the flaming plants. Then I don't want to waste pure prisms on them because we'll get plenty of them once we do Hay and Cure, which is where they originate. So, and quite frankly, the mana loading isn't super important on Ushi Avenger at the moment. I mean, it already being at 7s, good enough for now. Just going to be a couple days anyway, probably. That's with this one. Go back over to save. What else do we do? No, this one. So his skills were already maxed out, but we got him up to 8 here. I'm not sure why I didn't go to 9. Possibly because I forgot. I didn't even check yours. What are you at? Oh, never mind. Got her second skill to 10, and our attack up to 6, just for a little bit of shenaniganery. I don't think we did anything with Karma. Yeah, we're still waiting on her getting bond up, which, okay, glad I said that because Agartha, as with the other embodiment of remnants, is really good for bond leveling, and in this case lady servants or feminine appearing servants like Astolfo and Dion, and technically Canis and Ushi Avenger, and the like, they get double bond from here, so it would be a good time to level it. You're so close. Okay, you're so close to 10. You should get it. Okay, well, as soon as we get here to bond 10, we'll swap Karma in. Sure, we'll be able to. Hold on. You're MP2. Yeah, you're MP2. So we'll be able to get it. Actually, we could swap Karma in right now because there's no real rush to get Lakshmi's bond up because she's a non-limited 4-star servant, so she does not get many coins per copy, unfortunately. So it's not going to make much of a difference. So we'll do that. Alright. Did I do anything else? Or, right, so I got her skills up some, as well as Carter's here. This was an accident. I kind of zoned out a bit. I ended up clicking a couple extra times. I was like, wait a minute, what just happened? So they're all right there for now. You'd actually get to leveling here some, I suppose, since I did get P2. Alright, this is a thing. Enough children. That's annoying. Damn it. Well, to be quite honest, it's not like this is going to give us much QB here, because these aren't QB filled fights. At the same time, probably won't need this, so I reckon that'll do. I'm going to slot in after you get to Lot 10. We'll burn that bridge when we come to it. Not wasting time, let's get started. There are only 16 chapters here, mercifully, but unfortunately a lot of them have like 7 or 8 fights in the bloody thing. And again, a lot of the boss fights are built around delaying you and dragging the fight out much longer than it needs to be.
Put your hands up. 女神の姿ふんキラキラしきものときめくもの身は朽ちるとも永遠にあり永遠無休エモーショナルエンジンフルドライブ諦めてこうなったら私にも止められないから原始の眠りから目覚めなさいエビエシュルアグレー
Oh, you almost made it. For 18. Almost. Yeah, this won't take long at all. Getting 3,380 per fight. And that's probably, it should just scar up too, because this is early fights. Like, you get ludicrous spawn from the bottom of the remnant stories. That's why it's a bit unfortunate this is the last one for us here. But frankly, it's not like we have too awful many servants left that we necessarily need bond on. Okay, this is like, why don't I go over here? It's not the events anymore. See, she's at 2 fights, should do it. Just a bit. But sure, this is 3 waves. Or maybe it's 1 wave, 1 big wave. I forget. I actually just went through here on the arts account the other day. Sometimes wonder if I should stream that one a little bit for something different, but at the same time, I've been streaming with the quick account, due to the story. So I feel like just for continuity's sake, I'm obligated to keep doing it. I don't know. Maybe a bit silly. That should just be it. Maybe. Seem to recall. I think there's a big pig at the back of this. And it's got a chunky health bar. So that'll be fun. Likely we didn't start a bugger all. Well, there's the first crash for today. Hope that doesn't become a pattern. We just make these long fights drag out any even longer.
夏は夜なべてこの世は糸を落としエモーショナルエンジンフルドライブ
It's fairly chunky, I'd say. I'm not going to do any of this just because. We will get the because we need to be able to loop via battery.
輝く王冠を見せてあげるニュートリノすら見逃さないわ情け無用行け天罰完了
So much for needing that. Say's Buster card will never get old. And 15 more to go. Just think for the longest time, this clearing this place was your best shot at getting. Where are we here? Oh no. These. The only place you could farm them was here. Bloody nightmare. Okay. Oh. And how convenient we're going across. I suppose I could have a say. We're coming across the very mobs that drop. Guess we could actually come to think of it. I guess we know who we're replacing Canis with here after this fight. Let's get Lakshmi back in. These lasses right here, they drop them. It's just two ways. So just go boom, I reckon. Easy as. We even got a feather. Let's just be a jam. Ah, there we go. What does your Bond C even do? It's quite nice artwork. I don't think I've actually looked at it before. Buster card, Buster create. Oh, decrease defense. Well, that's a bit silly, but okay. So it's just a worse version of the craft essence that has the first summer version on it. Preview for a summer version. Sort of. Yeah, we didn't get it. It was a bloody gem. I feel ripped off. I want my money back. Well, time back. Oh, so see, we did get a feather. I let this page lie to you, that was just a draw. Next up is this inconspicuous riverside town. There is no model, no towns that look like this anywhere else but here. Certainly not a reused asset. No. That would be silly. Okay, and you're switching out for what? Why did I do things there? Right. Here. Yeah. Guess we'll just go in order. Maybe if we can keep her here, I believe she'll get it as we go through here. You're a very long way away. As are you, clearly. Although strangely you're not too far apart from here, even though we've had her for so long. I've been slacking on me bond building. For shame. Section 3. Welcome to Orleans. I mean, certainly not Orleans. Definitely not. Huh. Oi, come on. You can drop bloody feathers. I know you can, I've seen you do it. As you can imagine, the raids are not spectacular. I believe it's one of the last spells that finally gave us a nerve that drops them better. And they're fairly common in events, so that helps a lot. But it's a bit annoying because a lot of some very useful servants that you train early on in an account need them. Like Waver, for example. He needs them to ascend even. And he needs them for his skills. That's no fun. Like this keeps happening though. You just get every card. Glad they didn't kill, so I can see how much refund she gets. Not bad, not bad. She would have looped if we had a third skill up. Actually, did we have a third skill? I don't remember using it that time. Ah, one of the recurring big bosses of this one. Which one want to use here? What do you think? Tentatively, this. This is one of those fight-ins that you break one health bar. It is a quite substantial health bar though, to be fair. Well, I could just blow them up with Lakshmi, but this is a bit of a bugaboo, so I reckon. We'll work on getting her some MP charge. And away we go. I should have targeted the middle. That way I could Lakshmi, wave at Lakshmi, and it would be. Oh well. C'est la vie. Hindsight and all that. Could you not? Well, she got her revenge. Oh look, a sweet little innocent Amazon. She would know how to fly, I'm certain. Now we can do this. Also going to do that, and then next turn I'll slap this on her so she can heal. Okay, so here's the thing about Yang, and that is her MP does bonus damage if the enemy is burned. She also does bonus damage if the enemy is burned because of her craft essence, so it doubles up. And of course the MP inflicts burn after damage. But we need them already burned, so we'll have to do the old quick lead off, the horror. Easy for you to say. Burn's doing so much damage. It's pretty fun. At least this will look great. Oh, the burn, if only. I believe I've said this before, but now we have visual proof of concept. Dot damage cannot break health bars, unfortunately. Which would be funny if they could, but it's not to be. The sad thing about Yang is this upcoming Lost Belt we'll be getting this year, Lost Belt 6. There's a particular fight in it that one might think, oh, she's going to be really good for that. Because, you know, single target foreigner, oodles of damage, really good survival. But unfortunately, she isn't, because the way that fight works. So, I'm trying to keep it as spoiler free as I can, but suffice it to say, they have a gimmick involving curse stacks, giving them damage resistance. And when you attack them, you remove one of those curse stacks and give it to yourself. So you basically have to remove enough stacks of it to do enough damage to break a health bar. But then they get a bunch more of them, and then you have to remove them again, so on and so forth. And they have a lot of health bars. So it's not a quick fight at all. The issue is, because of spaghetti carding, presumably this wasn't intended, because again, the focus is supposed to be on curse stacks, but unfortunately other dots like poison and burn also count in giving them defense up. So Yang putting more burns and stuff on them is just going to make the fight worse for her, unfortunately, despite being a foreigner. Oh, and being a foreigner is important because the boss is a berserker. So yeah, that is a thing. Oh, I've got an idea. I'm actually going to... Because I'm pretty sure there's a really big berserker in the way. Big chunky lad. An absolute unit. Well, not super chunky, not like 300k, you know, only about 230.
戦闘か。なるべく避けたいところだけど仕方ないな。
承知。しゃあ。ひねいつ。で。承知。
I'd like to say she didn't create, but she didn't need to. That worked out well. I gave him a little too much credit. He's not even 230. What a little weasel. Look at him. Little shrimp. Just a little guy. Alright. That should do that. Last wave's just more Amazons. More Amazons. Little Lucy command card is adorable, by the way. It gives me joy to look at it. So yeah, these kind of fights like this is most of this singularity, pseudo-singularity, technically. So do get used to them. More feathers. We still haven't gotten a single feather drop, have we? We might have that time, I didn't slip me mind to pay attention. Oopsie daisy. Or we get to play with a new toy. Where is she? Actually, seriously, where is she? Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fine. I don't think I'd need a single target assassin for this fight. I'm pretty sure it's just fodder waves. I think it's a bunch of wyverns. Wants there be a big dragon on this one, though? I might cry. What's happened to you? I think that's... What is this? Oh, it's this one. Crit radar. Okay. Didn't quite remember what it removed. It's unusual having good AoE assassin. Never have those. Because for some reason I'm allergic to actually using Fuma for some reason. It's... I don't know. Honestly, I think it's just because I've gotten so used to not having him. Because on my main account, it took forever for him to even draw. And then you have to clear Shimosa to even do his buffs and such.
ためになるの
And
では殺して信じよう
yeah, we'll have to describe
こういうのはどうだ？
僕はもう我慢がつかねえぞ空から決めますか
But by the time you get through all that, and then, oh, now he's really good. It's like, well, nah. Now I'm just used to not never using him, so I never remember to even bother. Just gives her a quick up.
次はあの辺りのいたずらオーバー
This is a 40% battery. It's kind of awkward, but this makes a bit. Huh. Wonder why they grabbed that one instead of this one. But the second A pin cleans it up.
他にやることないの？
Ooh.
天意無空から海
Yon
から
quick
攻めますか
brave chain. We take those.
真白よりも素早くタヌキよりも
I do like Samu. She would.
この私クラマの山の牛若丸なり
She's pretty good. The thing is Fuma's the thing, and
クラマの天狗
she's not
なんちゃって
appreciably better than him or anything. So it's one of those. You already have a free servant that does kind of what this one does,
天狗の高花
but this one's one you'd have to roll for.
そんなに遊んでいい空から決めますか
But it's Ushi, so she gets a pass.
自在天眼これが私の全力の水遊びです天狗のハウスは新しな風です
I think she does get a rate up again. Not this anniversary, but the next. Which is actually when she gets her MP buff. So that's exciting. Unfortunately, I forget who she's rated up with though. I think it's something awkward. And there goes the app again. While that's booting back up, I'll pull up the wiki and check, I guess. Might as well. I'm pretty sure it's anniversary. Yeah, she's in the daily summoning campaign, and she's with... Oh, she's with Caster Nero. With Summer Nero. That's... Okay, the awkwardness is... The awkwardness comes in with this account. With whether... Well, it's not like I'm going to have an AoE quick caster. Because the only... Okay, there are two of those. The rats from the Learning with Mongo collab that apparently everyone hated. They actually liked the rats, but Super Bunyan did not go down well with people. And the event itself was a mess, I reckon. But they're a thing, and they're actually pretty good. It's just you'd have to roll for Super Bunyan together. And the Zhang Bao. Is that his name? He's one of the Yellow Turban Rebellion guys. Romance of the Three Kingdoms. But he's permanent, and he's a 3-star. He's actually interesting because you could kind of squint and call him finally a free quick support, but Not really. But more than that, he also adds, he gives landscape, terrain buffs. Like, oh, you need to be waterside, or you can get waterside from it, or you need to be in the forests, where you can get the forest buff from it, or you get the idea. You need to be. I don't think you can do like, oh, you need to be near a castle or a city or something. I don't think you can do those. Not sure about sunshine either. Come to think of it. This is strange. I thought this fight had more waves than this. Trying to do that just to get out. Or just gather MP. That works too. Yes. Well, now to be fair, I haven't actually really sat down and worked out all my roles on the accounts for 7th anniversary's year. Sorry, next year. I do need to probably do that soon. Probably. But one issue with the I could roll for the Summonero Samoushi banner is on this account, quick account, is because the summer event, I believe. Well, that year's schedule's all mucked up, so I think the summer event was really early that year. But the issue is the summer events are. Oh, we finally got some favors. Summer events are always really wonky and global compared to JP when it comes to the anniversary, because ours comes a month early. But then again, JP's got their anniversary a bit early that year as well. Huh. That's a Spriggan, isn't it? So need a... Tell you what, I need single target archers. That works. And she's quick. Apropos. We'll keep Boyan here, just because it's berserkers, and we still need an AoE to get through them. Works for me. But yeah, depending on how they're going to do the summer event, it could be awkward, because this account would definitely want to roll for Summer Scotty. Even though, to be quite honest, I'm not the happiest with the way they went about designing it. I feel like, I don't know. Is kind of almost a bit insulting to Quick. It's like, hey, we're going to fix Quick this year. Here's our new big Quick support. Which equals just use Buster cards to crit. Yeah, so don't even use your Quick cards. I don't know, that's just... It doesn't quite sit right with me, but it's not like she's bad or anything. She's definitely good. hits.
よし。あ、
Oh, it hits a bit harder, so we'll use those.
罠だ。
I feel like these golems are a bit tankier than they ought to be for being berserkers. Oh, and then you do that. Cheeky. Cheeky, cheeky. Let's probably throw a couple of grails on Jane, honestly, come to think of it. I mean, she is MP5 and all that good stuff. This is why, this is some of the issues, she has lower attack. But she has a really interesting and fun kit, which makes up for it. Because like her MP, so she gets shoot hits and then the defense down and quick down can really pump her damage up pretty high. Yeah, it's just and she's similar to Say with the exclamations. It was really necessary though, because I was going to do this. But I remembered correctly that that was this big, and this would have been quite embarrassing otherwise. Fortunately, 30 stars. So if we can get up to the evade, it's not in particular. Huh, this is the first time I've used Jane on this account. She actually gets a raid up this year on the new summer event, or the pre-campaign for this summer event, which is random as all get out. Unfortunately, it's even if they hadn't added the pity early, it wouldn't have been a solo raider. This is awkward. But now we get 12 stars, so she only gets the buff success rate and crit strength. Sword. Gathering feedback. Now Spriggan goes bye-bye. Her debuffs are a bit awkward in that they last 2 turns instead of 3. So that's a thing. Not exactly sure why they did it that way. But it's and solos with her, it generally doesn't get as sketchy, since you more consistently have access to her cards and her higher MP game. You can loot better, that's what I'm trying to say. So to run back with. How are we looking? 98k. We're getting there. You should be getting. Yeah, you're almost on 6. And you are almost 7. That's what we like to see. How are you doing? Getting there. This is more quartz too, so that's fun. Just more quartz. Or back to the Jane write-up on this year's summer. That it's a bit awkward because there's no solo write-ups for the 4 stars, which I think it's her and Summer, Mary and Reed. The Yuri Pirates. Pretty sure. I think it's both of them.
海から攻めますか空から決めますかポンポコリン爽快に海から攻めますか
That's
お
probably.
任せください
I like using master and student like this. Seems appropriate. That's just a beautiful place. This will give this more damage. So yeah, we'll do it that way. I don't think it will really matter though. Yeah, it doesn't. Also, Summer is she getting an upgraded NV? Shoots her up a lot. Now Summer Okito needs some sort of buff. It's only fair, if you ask me. 3 more quartz, we take those. So this isn't what you're supposed to be dropping. Where's the feathers? Found them. Get used to using assassins here because there are a lot of riders in this pseudo singularity. A lot of them. A whole barrel of food. Now we need to check you that list again. When did the summer event happen? Yeah, they also had, there was also the. This is next year I'm talking about it again, not this year. They had that Sea Monster Crisis event that in like spring that for all the world seemed like a summer event. So it's almost like they had 2. Oh no, it's it is after anniversary, the summer event is. And we would get it before, generally, is the way things ended up working out for us here. So I don't know. Actually, that works out better. Did that on purpose. Not doubting me, are you?
空から決めますか。天候とあり、形にあらず、一貫体で魔王と大栄戦。
Huh. It's a bit anticlimactic, if you ask me.
そんなに空から決めますか。
Just a bit.
自在天眼。これが私の全力の水遊びです。天狗のハウスは新しの風。楽しかった。夏の海はいいものですね。
And she gets her rerun next year. She gets an MP upgrade as well. That's really good because it gives her PSN bomb. And, well, upgrade MP is always good. So that's definitely a thing. Oh, I don't remember leveling her skills that much. She's one that I got and unfortunately forgot about. She's actually pretty good even now. Harry Buster. Cess. There we go. Like I said, get used to seeing lots and lots of riders in this place.
一気火星に畳みかける。
お任せください。ほほー。爽快には。うわ。海から攻めますか。ポンポコリ。と。
Oh, there's also the awkwardness, which is right before the anniversary, is when the Orku Maze event gets main interluded. And that's where Karma gets another raid up. So it's another case where things that the quick account might roll for are all bunched up together. Which is really annoying, honestly.
ためになるの。
こういうのどうだ。
お任せください。天候とあり、形にあらず、一貫体で魔王と大栄戦。次はあの辺りのいたずらを。天意無法の天狗石。いざポンポコリ。自在天眼。これが私の 全力の水遊びです。天狗のハウチは新しな風。愚かな人間を懲らしめるのも天狗の役目です。
Some Ushi's MP upgrade actually adds, besides the, because nowadays they don't really give MP upgrades without also adding extra stuff to it. And in her case, she also gets anti-lawful damage, which is interesting. The little rebel. Look at that rebellious smile over there. Getting quite a few hero proofs running through here, which is funny considering. Alright, meet another one of the big bosses of this pseudo singularity, the pirate princess, aka Drake Alter, who surprisingly is still yet to be made playable despite being moderately popular. But then again, I don't think anything's a patch on how popular Marie Alter is, and it's been like probably going on 3 years since that event, and she's still not playable. So who bloody knows what they're thinking? Possibly nothing at all.
これが私の全力の水遊びです。天狗のハウチは新しな風。爽快なシュータイニアクラマの天狗、ここに見参。もうなんちゃって。あの敵、私より強くない？
Why does it do that? That will do absolutely nothing. Why must you hurt me this way? Why must you do things?
天意無法の天狗石
Okay, let's try this again.
尋常にお見舞いいたす自在天眼これが私の全力の水遊びです天狗のハウスは新しの風遊びがいがある遊びがいがある感じて良いのか
Funny thing is, I think I can't think of anything right off that we have that still needs hero proofs. Okay, this one. I think we'll switch to Karma. So I think this is a more real fight against her. Well, she still has mobs by her, but mostly it's she's got a break bar.
全力で遊び倒しますよ
That wasn't completely mistaken there. That would have been embarrassing. I'm actually going to do this. Yeah. Just get rid of the two hanger-ons and make more crit stars, more Gordon. Also give the quick debuff on dudes, so she'll take even more damage, leading to more MP gain. We know how this works. And the charm, just for good measure. How embarrassing for you. Maybe I should have led with the arts, kind of think of it. Nice. Would have been good. Thanks. Oh, I didn't work that song. Yeah, for some reason, even after she's gone, only two of the lady pirates and spawny one. So that's fine. Guess I'll just do this to get both of them. So not really anything else I can do. For some reason I thought that had a bit lower of cooldown than that. Turns out it did.
私をエキサイテッド
Okay. Okay.
そんなにお任せください
That should do that. And that was section
柱よりも素早くタヌキ
6?
よりも変幻自在
Probably.
それがすなわちこの私クラマの山の牛若丸なり
最上に近い勝利だと戦う前に勝つくらいでいかが
Rider Monument. Let's see, Astolfo and Ozzy. What else did I get? For at least those two. I need to work on leveling them. Alright, you're two really big or curse eaters, aren't you? Unfortunately. Well, there's damage dealing caster, but why they're not updated? Game, please, you're drunk. That would have been the one to grab. Whatever, guess we'll grab there. Doesn't particularly matter who we use here, I reckon. It's not like I have anything that can... I don't have a damage dealer that can do bonus damage gain. Well, I do, but it's always... I always feel it's awkward going against assassins with the Berserker just because assassins have such a high crit rate. Keist is what that is. Right, pain. From what I remember, we're on to the assassin part of the Oh, she's Aori. Oh, it's her summer version that's the target, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, she's a rider too. This is the first time I'm ever using caster Murasaki. Sure. Works for me. Now this is awkward. What's her MP do? Special teams. Nullify buff. Because this is a pretty good game. Again, this is alright. I'd be disappointed. This is the first time I'm using Murasaki ever. My defense, I don't have her. She's one I completely missed. That wasn't so bad.
お任せを。それが良いかと。
よし
It's time for the old wave the beats in. Never mind.
糸哀れ
Never
み
mind. She then just said, get that weakness out of you. Don't even want to look at it. Ah, here's the first example of the kind of nonsense. There's at least two, I feel like three sections that are like this, to just have a bunch of arrows and they're all fights. Or most of them are fights. There may be a couple that are just cutscenes, but I feel like most of them are fights. At least it felt that way. I think this one's just a single target. Soul Eater on this fight though, so... Do we have a single target caster? Do we? Hello? Is there anybody there? Anybody, you just nod if you can hear me. Oh, there's hair. She's just MP1 right now though. Of course I used the tech at MP2 at this coming anniversary. I suppose I could do this. Sure. She's an Avenger, she's used to doing neutral damage to things. I'm pretty sure this section is a fight in every area except maybe the last. The last one I think may be a story section. But yeah.
古きルールいざ源氏死にそうらえ
こういうのどうだ
神決まりこういうこともできる承知恩の一文字命令との受けサラ少女の花見すなわちこの世の摂理を知るがいい
It's the first time she's had quick fire. It wasn't from a crafters. I think it is.
古きルール
ツーマンは優秀だなじゃあこういうのどうだ
大札承知お任せを
Looping for days, weeks even,
サラ少女の花見すなわち
maybe even a
こ
month.
の世の摂理を知るがいい諸行無常超過実践ホムラここに何か踏んでしまったかな
There we go. Keep those coming. Assassin, and do we even have an assassin? Alright! Legends. Need to level him. That's another one that they've still not made playable. Fergus, really. Young lad, Fergus. How bloody random. I think we're back to needing AoE for pretty much the rest of these. This is a bloody single target caster. Skills could use a little work. B2 is pretty nice. That's a good craftist. Soul attack. Buster up. Okay, back to your strongest AoE, probably. Actually, strongest neutral AoE. Is she? Probably. Kaina's most of her big damage comes from her crits, which is single target. And there's quite a substantial 16k versus 12k. It's pretty substantial attack difference. But MP5 versus MP3, that helps a bit. Of course, her skills are maxed, whereas hers aren't. Funny thing is, it might be Fuma because he's MP5 with an upgraded MP. That upgraded. Just a reminder, upgraded MPs mean that MP2 with an upgraded MP, you're the equivalent of an MP5 non-upgraded MP. So, even if he was at MP2, he'd be equally as strong as Horgan's MP. Oh, you just swung away. It's alright. Jesus, double crits. It's going out of style. That's some revenge. Aloha wins again. I swear I did that upgrade. Where's that? Oh well, I'll go double check it after the stream. Where is she? Don't you love it when they don't pop up when you need them to?
気火星に畳みかける。
Okay, I'm actually going to hold off on her MP for now. And
Put your hands up. それが良いかと。あ、そうだ。
do
京都行こ
this.
う。おいでやす京都。おこしやす
Maybe,
京都。
maybe a poor decision actually. We'll see. It wasn't. Thankfully. I was pretty sure she could handle that wave, saying. But I wasn't 100% sure. Okay, I'm going to hold off on middle skill, because that's battery we don't want to waste.
限りあれば薄墨衣朝けれど涙ぞ袖を淵となしける源氏物語青もののけあや
Oh, come on, you couldn't have hit her. Doesn't matter, I suppose. Still, that's battery that we could have not had to use. The rascals.
限りあれば薄墨衣朝けれど涙ぞ袖を淵となしける源氏物語青もののけこれが友情の力だえ、違う
Ozzy will need change, so I guess there's that. Strangely, despite that being a material that is so old, there really aren't many servants that use them. Or I suppose, maybe more accurately, there aren't that many servants that I have interest in that use them. Maybe that's what it is. Perhaps. Perhaps. Okay, I'm going to be back in just a moment. I'll reload in here.
...一気火星に畳みかける。
「
Okay, back. Looks like one big wave. We know the drill here. I'll even do that. Soften that one up a bit. And get some gain. Or just get her MP entirely. Funny how it keeps working out that way. No. Yeah, she paid attention to how much damage she does. Huh. I was right. Say, despite doing neutral damage, is out damaging over the MP. No, not certain. Not certain how I feel about that. A bit awkward, isn't it? They're both getting attack ups. They're both getting the same attack up. Which is, the difference is Sei gets the quick up. Her own quick up. There's no way that should make up. Surely that doesn't make up the difference. I mean, it's double damage versus neutral. Well, there are different multipliers for arts and quick MP. I'm wondering if we should just juice up Sei and have her go to 10 on these spots. Perhaps. Oh, someone got drama more. Maybe they already had it. Of course, some of it may come down to the difference in. That's a fairly substantial attack difference, I suppose. Oh, this one's awkward though, because it's caster nemesis. Hold on. Just hold a bleeding minute here. Where's... Oh, I have an idea. It might not be a good idea, but it's an idea, nonetheless. Also, I'm just going to move her up there in case something goes really wonky.
罠だ。計略だ。罠だ。簡単すぎるんだよ。
Starting to wonder if they can do anything besides crit. I think it's the only thing they know how to do.
行くぞ。
Why do I not have full
罠だ。
command codes on Cedar? Should probably rectify that. Probably. Ah, this works out okay, I reckon. Be able to use a battery and get both buffs. Just in time for the bosses. So we're going to have 2 fights in a row against these lasses, and just like with Federhut, there's a preview fight like this, and then a real fight which is next. Since only one of these have their MP, guess who we're going to focus first?
つまり普通だな。じゃあこういうのどうだ。
So we have Wuzishin and Scheherazade. Spoilers. Says in Beacon Way. And we have a nice, lovely brave chain. Might as well take it. Oh, that's good stuff. Almost. That's more like it. That's like when I used Imperial Privilege. Down here, Jack Squat. This game throws.
他にやることないの？
Wu should go the way of the dodo after this MP. We'll work on Scheherazade. Shame that didn't cruise. We'll increase the defense down. Counteract the defense up Scheherazade gave us. You ever thought about not crashing? It would be fun. Probably. Actually, let me... Okay. Guess we'll do the old salty run back. Should be okay. What are we doing on bombs? Oh, she's getting there. I'm shocked she's not already a Bond 10, quite honestly. Considering she's our go-to AoE right now. Getting close. So as before, they have break bars now. Fun.
一気火星に畳みかける
They also have a couple waves of enemies before them. Less fun. Let's go ahead and do this, I guess.
いいよ。
よし
やっちゃうね。
罠だ
やっちゃうね。決まる。慌てない慌て。
C9 is just really useful in mixed cavalry knights.
よし
Dude,
いいよ。
sorry.
よしよし。白は偉いね。やっちゃうね。
行くぞ無駄だ
Just in wait, no, we're going into the middle. I forgot about the middle wave. Oh no. Bollocks. Well, it happens. It happens. C'est la vie.
行くぞ
やっちゃうね。
罠だ
She guarded the taunts. That's funny. That is funny.
行くぞ
There we go. Get us a nice heal.
無駄だ
Not bad at all. Just like before though, luckily she doesn't have her MP. So we focus Wu. Now, When we break her bar, she will. NP. So what's this not even being enough? He said it wasn't. You must be joking. She doesn't have she has so many buffs and stuff. Okay, she doesn't. Charge loss is irrelevant because she's going to max charge regardless, so alright, who are you going to attack? Figures. Yeah. The double damage card and defense up wasn't enough. Lost. Gosh, she gets the defense up. Could you not? That's so much defense up. That's ludicrous. Alright, fun's over. So about that defense up. Afraid I have some bad news for you. It's going bye bye. She doesn't even have craft distance, come to think of it. Oopsie daisy. Okay, your turn, love. Wow. Yeah. She gives herself a turn of evade. Naturally. Not going to bother with that just yet.
承知。
よし
承知。
罠だ。
でご存知の
She's really focused in on Say. Don't approve. Don't appreciate that.
つまり練習だな。
Okay.
他にやることないの？
Now we can do this. I reckon that's alright.
秋は夕暮れ、冬は朝。世界は今日も糸エボシ。エモーショナルエンジンフルドライブしてしまいます。
サラ少女の花見すなわちこの世の摂理を知るがいい諸行無常浄化決定
してしまいます。
Been funny if that crit. I don't think it would have killed, but
入れましょ
it would have. Oh yeah, she has that AoE charm, which luckily
いざ
seems to not hit
死
very
に
often.
そうらえ死な
う。あっけまりゃ
お任せを
ー。どうぞ。ください。おっつー。帰りにコンビニ寄ってこ。
I need to grab essences. Overrated if you ask me. Basically that section is done. Unfortunately there's at least one more that's just as bloody long. Well, I was right about this last node being story. But wouldn't that have been embarrassing? Who could have ever guessed? Well, we have access to a good lance, so that's an Orochi, isn't it? Meaning, need an AoE rider to hasten our. What's going on here? Is that you? Okay. Hey, good. Yeah, we use Ku. We never use Ku. Come to think of it. Yeah, that's alright.
Oh, かかってきな。赤いトゲは茨のごとくってな。任せな。そら。
そらよっ
Raided gets another raid up around the time of that 7th anniversary as well. Unfortunately, it's she's rated up with like 2 more 4 stars. So I don't know if I'll try to get any more copies of it on that one. I would obviously love to P5 but if she has solo rate up, I would. I think she's rated up with Archer Toria. So that's a thing.
いやそら来いおう吹き飛べ大切にケアしていくの
じゃあこういうのどうだ
さあよっしゃ
行くぜ
来やがったな水曜の大波行くぞエゴ
She's a snake.
んじゃあまあぶちかますかね
It's not much of an attacker when he's at full health,
こうい
but
うのどうだ
that's better than nothing, I suppose.
その心臓もらい受けるゲイボルさらよいしょっと
Oh no. Big intimidation. So there's a nice buff block you got there. That's disappointing.
いやよっしゃ吹き飛べ楽しいぞマスター波の
Oh no, he did it again.
んじゃあまあぶちかますか行くぜ赤子さらよいしょっと
まだまだ夏だ俺が望むならいつまでもな
What's next? I think we're back onto against Leia now. Also, for some reason, now is when we get Scheherazad's name. Not sure why it waits till then, but looks like sabers on the menu. So pop their caravan to here.
「戦闘かなるべく避けたいところだけど仕方ないな」
ったくしょうがねえなったくしょうがねえな共に戦おう手加減して了解だこれこそは我が父を滅ぼす邪剣クラレントブラストよーしディナーはチキンマスターのおごりな
We'll go back to Ku for this one. Show off his anti-berserker nonsense. Perhaps. She's in the final wave. She will MP as soon as we get there. So, be prepared. You just have to break her first health bar. We'll be good to go. Alright, savers are here. We'll take that out first. Get out of here, love. We have one hit of evade left, that's fine. Although, I want to do this just in case she MPs and then tries to focus him or something. It may be something she does. Huh. Okay. I'm not sure if the Buster boost would outweigh getting a second Buster hit with a lower defense. I'm going to tentatively say yes. Suppose we'll find out. So if you were curious about how good Mordred's defense up she gets here, she just tanked a Berserker MP. Fairly comfortably too. So now we know. I think this is just a bunch of them. Which is why I'm going to go with her, because she's arts, so she has a better chance of getting more MPs. quicker. That's fine. Yeah.
ゲートオープン。本当の私、本当の絶望を教えましょう。渦巻く塵に帰りなさい。フィニッシュブラックレーサー。
こういうのどっつうの急だな。他にやることないの？
前に出る。上出来。我が背にあるは国なり尊き民なり守らねばならぬ人々の幸福なり泣きよアベンチ女神のバカ上出来
That's sad. We rushed a bit too much. That's... something really nice. Always amuses me when they spam the heal when everyone's in full out for some bloody reason. So there's a nice number you have remaining. Let's drop that to 4, shall we? Good work, team. Okay. That's enough. Should be good now. See, they do drop them. Not that crazy. Didn't imagine it. Imagine a lot of things, but not that. Section 11. Here's where we move on to the, well, we're still in 10th layer, but we also add Megalos, which is just like a corrupted Heracles, if you will.
一匹残らずぶっ飛ばす。共に戦おう。守るべき者のために。
じゃあこういうのどうだ。つまり途中だな。こういうのどうだ。
我が誓いを聞くがいい。我が背にあるは国なり尊き民なり。守らねばならぬ。人々の
Maybe I shouldn't have that. Depends on how big they are in the back wave. It's not terrible, I suppose. Not getting Mordred Buster cards though is.
我が剣私に続け。これこ
Pretty
そ
bad.
我が父を滅ぼす邪剣クラレンドブラスター。砕けろ一斉射撃。前に出る。シャー。
I should do it.
無駄だ。
一斉射撃。ひねりつ。
これでも勝ちは勝ちだよな。
That's nice, let's do it again. I think the next fight is. Next fight's just one wave. I think. Well, it's the same thing, really.我が背にあるは国なり尊き民なり守らねばならぬ人々の幸福なり泣き Oh, the middle one survived as well.
我は王にあらずその後ろを歩むよクラレントひねりつ共に戦おう。いい指示だ。了解だ。一斉射撃。
最上に近い勝利だけど、戦う前に勝つくらい
And now, 2 fights in a row against Megalos. We've come to the part where the boss fights will start delaying and dragging things out. With gut stacking and, in his case, spamming evade. Bloody hell. Okay, how do I want to bring to do this? So these 2 fights you basically have to kill him 4 times before it ends. Spino's got his skills on max though. That works. It's going to use Ku, but Ku's balance max, so I reckon we'll try this. Just a little bit of gut stacking, just a bit. I'm not going to MP this turn, I'm just going to... well, actually... If this creates... If that crits, it should pop another health bar. I'm going to try it. It didn't. Oh well. Judging by how much damage it did though, it would have popped the health bar. That didn't crit either. Bugger all. That was... okay, that was full. Time to do it again. That's a lot of bonds. Maybe 4,000. Come on with Bonsi again. Ah, it doesn't matter, I suppose. And this one's easier because he gets an attack down and defense down, and it's still kill him 4 times. Kind of nonsense. Fun. Actually going to do this. Lead off with an arts card, just so she can get a little bit more game. Refund from her arts card. Just a little bit. Huh. See if we can't get some crits going. See, that wasn't so bad, was it? This is his last health bar. Ooh, violent rage. Scary. Yeah, that's what I thought. A buster crit's pretty substantial. We even killed him an extra time for good measure. That's funny. Here's an interesting fight. Sort of along the same lines. Approve of this processes. So in this one, he's in the middle wave. His first wave just some really low, weak Amazonesses. And he's in the middle wave, you have to kill him 4 times again, and then in the back wave is Pensileia, and we have to break a fierce health bar, then the fight ends. Yep. Let's see if we can at least get it. No, didn't think so. There was no way we were getting a hit on either of the other two feels bad. Alright, and they also do that every turn. Megalotus or Pinsaleia will attack some random person on the field. Ally or enemy, either one.
お任せを
Fun.
もろいもろい
They don't particularly do much damage though,
行くぞ
so that's nice. Five. I believe he revives. That's 50%.
古きルール
I wouldn't swear to it though.
こういうこともできる熱い命令との承知
No refund on this one.
すなわちこの世の摂理を知るがいい諸行無常浄化決済
Yeah,
ささやか
revives it hard. It's bad. Scotty looking a bit worse for wear there.
源氏死にそうらえ古きルール
普通だな他にやることないの
Surely to goodness, with an arts crit, she can do 26. Right, with his defense down. I'm actually curious, so I'm going to
恩の一文字受け
test it. Okay, not quite enough. Not quite enough. That's alright. We'll use... we'll do double arts then MP. Because there's no Emder and an MP in the 26k HP. That's a bit silly. What crowd does she have? She has 2030. Right. Alright. Wait a minute. You have Mona Lisa, that's giving you like no stats. They should have it. So, without a crowd essence, if they're fully forward, they have, well, yeah, if they have the same amount of followers, the big supports all have the same attack. So, Waver, Scotty, Maryland, Tamamar all have the same attack. I think Castor or Toria should as well. They all have equal attack. So it's weird that his is lower, despite the fact he has an actual nothing craft essence, which makes me think she's not fully forward. Just it is a shame because I'm like to get some refund, but it happens. It's just the way it goes sometimes. This Scotty is going to die if he attacks. He's a bloody junkie. It can be difficult to tell who he's hitting until it actually lands. Oh, okay.
こういうのどうだ。つまんの研究だな。他にやることない
承
の？
知。お任せに。
That should do that. And she's ready for Slayer now. Get out of here, lad. Now we just have to break her health bar. Fortunately, I don't have any attack up or anything. Throw that on just in case.
行くぞ。無駄だ。
90% crit.
サラソージュの花のすなわち
Beautiful,
この
really.
世の摂理を知るがいい。諸行無常超絶必須来なくてはな。
See, Waver, you had one bloody job, mate. If you just crit. Well, that actually makes me pretty angry. What did Scotty do to you, you rascal?
お任せに。ホムラン。8万。
Right. So her bond was coming up. Oh, that's so. Alright, we have her on this account. That is right. Ah, we're getting closer. Closer and closer. This is Dahut again, isn't it? So we're going to double assassin again. That's an Orochi. I think I'm alright with that though. I think I don't care. Well, maybe I care a little bit. Just a tad. This pretty place.
遊びこそが修行なり。牛若丸、同心に帰ります。お任せください。そう帰ります。
Yeah, we're in Agartha. This is an alt account though, so I'm not actually a beginner. Just playing through to try to teach people about the game.
お任せください。
Not exactly doing a great job of it, but it is it's what I'm trying. Welcome to the stream.
うわ
良いのか？
Okay, the snack is about the size I remember. Hopefully this works out.
陸東標高
Go over there.
天下大勢の死であるぞ。
I think
あの敵、私より
we'll
強
go
くな
with
い？
here for now.
天意無法の天狗石。いざ。
Do I want to? So after we break her health bar, what she's going to do is she's going to cast Involve on herself. But also stun herself, all through a turn. Which is pretty funny. Is this going to... I mean, it's just 142k. Surely to goodness, this will work. Famous last words.
これが私の全力の水遊びです。天狗のハウスは新しの風。爽快には10
What? Bugger.
なんちゃってもういらないわ。
Buster resist. That's okay. We can MP again next turn with her, so we'll go ahead and do this. Get some more damage on the snake. Actually, we want on the MP next turn because of the involve. Bloody buff block. Feels bad. What would I want to get? I suppose the defense up is the most.
他にやることないの？よし。
海から攻めます。空から攻めます。
Sacrificial.
無駄だ。
爽快には
We really do need to kill that snake, because it's going to MP. Ow! Rude. And she's going to MP. Hers is AoE. That's no fun. This is not going to do very good damage because she doesn't have her answer. Or her quick up, rather. See what happens. Once the snakes down, we're okay. Karma's got this, even though she doesn't have growth distance. Once you create a little more.
共に戦おう。守るべき者のために。ひたらせきなぜ。神ならば、いざ源氏死にそうらえ。念の力を。
Yeah, it's okay.
いい指示だ。いいですよ。一斉射撃。
Switch back over to Dahus.
無偏罪を与えます。いくらでもどうぞ。我慢できない。
Alright, she doesn't get a real MP. Because she's technically not Drake. Technically. I think we'll do this one. Yeah, not shoot that. Not quite. You live one more turn, Snake. You know what? I'm doing this just for being. We didn't have to MP it, but these snakes always give me, just get on my nerves. If this was JP and we had that summer, she's MP upgrade, a lot of that would have not happened, because the damage would have been significantly higher. Okay, that's over with. Next up is, I think, the final fight against Pensalea. Debating on if I want to solo it or not. I'm not sure it's really worth trying to solo. I suppose I could. Let's see if I can find. No. Come on, level 1, George, where are you? It's not quite the level 1 I was looking for. That's not George. Please. Oh. Yeah. You know what? We'll do this. We'll so Beth, 3 health bars, but she debuffs her defense every time you break her health bar, and she has significantly lower HP in the other health bars regardless. So Ulas is even going to be able to kill George. I want to. Okay, shit. Wow. 2 hits. So as long as they don't keep buffing. Let just switch over to this one.
お任せ承知。
そこですこれでどうかマスター
Yeah, let's get her MP.
承知お任せを。
That's the most important thing. And now,
お任せ承
we'll make some crit stars if we can.
兄上。
Not bad, not bad. She starts with 305, but
しな
doesn't stay there.
くなれ
Okie dokie.
ば。応殺開始。お任せを。サラソージュの花に。
I may be miscalculating how much damage your MP is going to do. Since I'm used to the... okay, should be alright. Yeah, she gives herself an attack up, but lowers her defense when she does it. So, gets you to parry for her. I'm gonna go and do this.
On の一文字受けてみるか。承知お任せを。儚きは罪。この世はなべてチリアクタ。
Who wants to take bets on me missing a 90% crit again?
調査必須。
And again, take up defense 10. Only attacking twice is a bit of a bugaboo. Okay, we'll let her pop the guts. Well, if she lives. If.
承知お任せを。
Something tells me. Yeah. Something tells me it's not going to happen.
源氏死にそうらい。
Yeah, that'll do it. Next up is 2 annoying fights against Megalos and Columbus together. So that's fun. First fight ends after you break Megalos' first HP bar, so that's what we'll do. Second fight you have to actually, actually do the thing. Come on, Scotty. Scotty. That's interesting. Another one of her. And she's a Grail too. I feel like people just don't roll for her, but the ones that do seem to like her a lot. Go back to here. I can actually put another craft this one. Why couldn't I before? Right, one of those would be swapped out with. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So the annoying thing about, not this fight necessarily, but the next one, is Megalos is bad to start spamming his evade, and the little buffs they give each other when you break their health bars. Specifically, Columbus gives Megalos 3 turns, I think it's 3 turns, of Pierce Sin Bomb. It's not so bad. Now the interesting one is, how do I want to handle this fight? See, AoE is pretty good because you can get rid of Columbus as well. This series, Megalos is the worry. Columbus isn't much of a threat, really. So I may just go single target and focus. Because it's the evade. Yeah, I reckon I will. So we look for Scotty. Preferably a Scotty with his skills leveled up. There we go. And we even have her for backup for Columbus if somehow it came to that. As long as she has her MP, he can spam evade all he wants. It's not going to work. Megalos has 3 health bars, Columbus has 2, so. Gives himself a crit up and a quick down. After first break. After second break, he gives himself an arch down, but he does something else. I can't remember though. I can't remember what it is. I'm sure it's not important. Probably.
儚きは罪この世はなべてチリアクタ我が王貴様を捕らえたぞ作業無常調査必須
So much for that crit buff. Okay, yeah, he gives himself another crit. He gives himself another crit up. Bugger all. That's no good. Didn't quite get her MP back. Feels bad, man. Not too fussed about it though. I think he should be dead. Maybe not. See, there he goes with the evade. Yeah, he really starts spamming it. Who are these people? Since he has evade, we'll switch over to Columbus. Actually, do I want to brave chain with Kogekyo or get some karma gauge? Good it is. He's going to get his MP next turn, so preferably we don't want to break Columbus's health bar before he MPs, because then he'll get himself invuln Pierce. At the same time, does it really matter? I'll hold off on that one for now. I'm going to say that she'll be able to kill Megalos here with Brave Chain. Maybe not. Okay, forget that. That's ludicrous. I expected better. I guess we can't expect all assassins to be as strong as Karma is. was used to using her. The others, a lot of the others, they just it's the multipliers, it's the class multipliers. It makes their attack so terrible. Even when they get bonus damage, it's pretty sad. That's why they just have to have boosted attack and or just a really incredible kit to be really good, like Karma, Steers, Heroin X, and Jack. Well, this is, I think Columbus's MP's AoE. I think. See, I would like to hold her MP to get rid of his PSN bomb buff, but if we held her MP, he's probably not getting bar broken for a while. I think we just do this. We get rid of Megalars and do at least a little bit of chip damage into Columbus. Well, the good news is we all have evades except for her, but she has guts, so it should be alright. Suppose I could throw her in. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that too. That might have been a mistake. Because now he's going to well, I want to use her arts card for sure. See, this is awkward because I want to get her MP, but I also don't want to break his health bar this turn. Let's see if this breaks. It shouldn't. Yeah, we're okay. If I brave chained with it, it would have been a bit hairy probably, but well, I don't know. I think we would have been alright. Believe it or not, this is the first time I've ever seen his MP, because normally I do this fight differently. I don't try to single target it down for kicks and giggles. Okay, you can die now. You must be joking. Why did I think that was a Karma Brave chain? That's why I was so sure. I was like, oh yeah, Karma Brave chain. They don't even look alike. What is happening to me? Oh dear. I think I'm actually going blind. Or I already am. I should have known better because Karma just got 3 cards. And I'm pretty sure this wasn't it. So actually, let's check. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, there's only one Karma card. So, let's see if we can get.
愛お任せを
Doesn't matter. See if we can get a charm.
さあ
That'd be
情
fun.
欲の矢を放ちましょうもはや私の体に全てはつながり虚空と果てるサンサーラカーマ
Who is that?
どうにか
See, 3 turns of ignore info. Let's get rid of it now that we don't have any invuln to ignore. I have no idea why I was so worried about it. Oh no, he's going to ignore invuln. Or let's make sure to line it up to when he doesn't have his MP. Doesn't bloody matter. This is me being completely stupid. Just a complete nonce. Right, that's mercifully over. So, just have one more section of fights now. This is a bad time to be afraid-eyed. So, fist fight. Is against Scheherazade. You need to do an AoE too, because she's always going to have 2 minions on the field. and they have taunt. So actually, no. This isn't the best, but
善なる者に容赦はしません。覚悟して。小賢しい。決めたわ。
こういうのどう
フランスは勝利。
so damage resist, she takes less damage against servants that have the king trait, which is actually a lot of the riders, only, you know. But I don't think Marie has it. I wouldn't say it here anyway. Oh well, let's do the thing, shall we?
あなたが望むならジョーディクー。ゲートオープン。本当の私、本当の絶望を教えましょう。渦巻き
Maybe I should have used Bushu. Uh-huh. Wait a minute. Why does that minion not have taunt? They're supposed to be taunted. Game, are you drunk? Huh. Oh, maybe that doesn't start happening until you break a fierce health bar. That makes sense, I suppose.
あなたが望むならそのよう分かってい
I
ます。
suppose.
ゲートオープン。本当の私、本当の絶望を教えましょう。渦巻く塵に帰りなさい。
This should break the bar though.
どうかしら。入れましょうこのように。
Ah! Yeah, that was her implying the taunt. Okay, correction. That was her attempting to apply the taunt.
他にやることないの？こういうのどうだ？あ、
よろしくて。
無駄だ。
私の山田。
Yeah, they like to drain MP. It's a bit of a bugaboo.
分かっています。どうかしら。ご存知の。目が上出来。諦めて。こうなったら私にも止められないから。
See, as usual, it's not a difficult fight, it's just sort of a dragged out one.
スペース進化流を燃料水月2つだ入れましょうご存知の小賢しい決めたわ
I'm foggiest if she's AoE or not.
やら任せて
I am drawing the lead blank. I think she's single target. I would not swear to it, but I think she is. See, now she gives them taunt.
求めたのは次の夜そしてまた次の夜これが私のこと
She is AoE.
大いに願うものな
Alright, it's Shiva that's single target. I always get them mixed up.
今宵はここまで
悪いライダー
Every time.
「あなたが望む上出来」「ベルマーンの起動」「灼熱の銀河輝く王冠を
There's no way this is going to kill both of the Toms. Is it? Oh, never mind. Never mind. I had more buffs than I would have thought. I dare say
あなたが望むならそのように
they should do it.
セーヌの流れモンブランの頂ああ美しくフランスイロシンブレーザー
Maybe I should have been focusing on Marie's MP more, because she did a little bit more damage than I expected, I'll be honest. So far I've been kind of disappointed in her MP damage, despite her being MP5, upgraded MP.
当然の結果です取り立て騒ぐほどのことではありません
Look at this colourful cavalcade of drops we got. Now on to the Demon Pillar. I think 3 fights against him and then we're done. Now he starts off as a chunky caster, which also resists King Trade. There's no real gimmick to this initial fight. Besides that, he has like 800k health. Suppose that could be a gimmick, but I reckon it'll be alright. I could do some Blood Suit shenanigans and buff stack a bit. Maybe I will. She's still quite far away from the next bomb, so where's my Scotty? We'll swap this out. Thanks. Switch this over for us. Good deal, good deal. Oh yes, a little bit less HP than I thought he did.
さーて、野ざらしになる覚悟はできたと見える。いざ。見つけ、構え。どれにしようかな。
こういうのどうだ。つまんない練習だな。僕こういうのどうだ。
こういうこともする気る。我が流利弾。
Stunned just for kicks and giggles.
これぞ我が伝説の一つ。我が肉体は鳥のごとく皆もえに。弾丸だ。発想飛び。
次の生徒。次の
Good fight, everybody.
震え、凍てつき、砕け散る時まで諦めることは許さんぞ。
That's a little bit like how I did the challenge quest for current event. On this account, I buff stacked. Not this account, art account. I buff stacked BB and yeah, so basically I had two double Castoria BB and then I buffed BB all the way, swapped her into the back line, and then through strategic use of taunts and letting them die off, I wasted time until the Castoria's buffs came back, and then BB was back, and then swept from there. That was the first time I did something like that. It was a bit cheeky. On this account, I just I used the Ushi to destroy the Ushi, and now suddenly he's become a ruler. So we have to pop his guts twice on this fight to end it, and then the next one is the super annoying one where you just have to stall for 10 turns and then he becomes killable. Bit lame if you ask me. Unfortunately, quick is, well, quick's fine for stalling, I suppose. What certain quick units are, like Ku and Ushi Avenger. Speaking of, guess who's going to be really good in this fight? Why is there never... Okay, there we go. Swap grotties and we'll go back to her. Back to this one. This is actually going to be the first account, if I keep up with this, this will be the first account to get this one to 10. Which is funny because both my main and my arts account both have it on 7. And Buster count, I think it's 6. And spare count doesn't have it, so. Yes, it will. Maybe I did get it actually, can you think of it? I'm second guessing this one. Oh. Anyway. Final 2 fights, let's get it done. I was confident that one would do it because Scotty gives a massive quick crit up. So it's even chunkier than the Buster. That should do it for this fight. And now stall time. I say stall, but you can keep popping his health bar, but he'll keep reviving at full health and then lose permanently 40k, I think it is, each time he revives. So you could theoretically get him down to 1 max HP, which is pretty funny. Pretty funny. It's more the dragging it out to 10 turns, well 11 turns before you can kill him. That's a bit silly. Plus he removes buffs for EMPs. She's just not very neighbourly if you ask me. Naturally we will be killing him as much as we can. Because it amuses me. And we don't have anything better to do. Right, he doesn't lose the max HP until his turn begins, which is frustrating. It doesn't proc as soon as he gets the guts procced. Which a nice debuff immune you got there, mate. Which would be a shame if something were to happen to it. Can't quite do it this time. We'll just have to take the MP. And by do it, I mean couldn't get her MP for that time. But we didn't need it, as you see. That was buff removal. Just had to double crit damage. It's okay though, we're going to regen some HP now. I suppose I could do this. Doesn't matter, because anything that's going to be able to kill her is going to be the MP. Scotty's gone, but he's going to have 27k HP. Actually, let's... Huh, maybe they take more than 40k away. Just want to let it regen some more HP. All this thing. Alright, I forgot he had that skill. He can just death somebody if he wants. Which, if he does, which luckily he seems to be programmed to rarely use it, but it's super bloody annoying. Super bloody annoying. Honestly, MPing is a bit silly at this point. The MP is actually hurting us because he keeps cleansing it, the curse, and charging his MP quicker, so he's actually getting an extra MP than he should. Yeah, specifically he removes guts. Too bad for him. See, it's to this point where the fight becomes, it's a bit of a farce, because it's like, come on, he's got 1 max HP, and yet we still have to wait more turns to actually end the bloody thing. Let's see if we can get a charm on.
せをサンサーナカーマどうか無限にまどろんで堪能してくださいでおのれ
See what it's just silly.
来たらせてあげます
It's just silly.
お任せを
Okay, we can win the fight now.
恩の一文字承知
So yeah, suffice it to say, I'm not a fan of that fight. It's just silly. And that, ladies and germs, was Agartha. Much of a reward. Thankfully, next up will be Olympus, and that actually does have good boss fights in it. In some of the actual best that they've ever made. It is a real shame that they haven't been keeping that quality up as often as they should. But it does prove that they are capable of it. They just would. Basically that is
おせち
finished.
料理はいい食文化ですね。優れたマスターには新生ダヴィンチちゃんの素敵な工房にようこそ。
We're up to 210 quartz again,
寒さも本格化して
plus whatever amount of tickets we have, as well as what we'll get for doing the free quest. So that's 21, but there might even be an extra one, so at least 21. Just remember, every 10 free quests
ウィークリーと
we'll
ミッ
end
ショ
up
ンが増え
getting
てきました。でも
an extra 10
忙
quartz.
しい時
In
に
fact, since we're one off, we'll get 20
時間を見て
quartz
のんびりクエストをこなしてい
from
ただ
that.
ければ。
So that's lovely. So next time we'll do Olympus, and after that is Heian Kyo, which is an in-between North spell. It's 5.5. So this is 5.1, this is 5.2, and then Heian Kyo is 5.5. Why is it not a 5.3? I don't bloody know. Nobody likes 3 or 4 anyway. Then after that, it's wait until Lost Spell 6 comes out, which will be exciting. Lots of characters that a lot of people really want to roll for coming out there. But I reckon that'll wrap this up. My least favourite of the embodiment of remnants, because I just find all of the boss fights exceedingly boring, and it's just a bunch of trash mobs besides that. That are annoying classes as well. Just assassins and riders. It's not that difficult to have an assassin of your own, but most assassins are gimped pretty bad by the class multiplier, so even with the counter class on riders, the damage is still lacking, especially for lower rarity. But that's why it's all the more impressive that like Karma, Steers Heroin X, and Jack, Arsico, and Graps can shine so much despite the class debuff they have. And he crashed on me. Okay, I reckon I'm gonna grind out some of these free quests. I'm not done, but I'll go ahead and end stream now. So hope you enjoyed, and see you next time for Olympus. Hopefully they won't whip up on us too bad. I feel like this account actually somehow is been pretty well put together to counter a lot of Olympus. Come to think of it, we even have Martha, who I could rank up and get a second skill. I think it's a second skill. We actually will raise it because she has a lot of interludes and stuff, and it's Martha. I really like Martha, so. And it's not like she's arts or something. She's Buster, and Buster gets a pass. I think it's this one. She removes the enemy's buffs on one of her skills, which comes in really handy in the Demeter fight. Of course, we also can do that with right, he's up here. Alexander. Medea could do it, but they actually counterclass. They do a little bit of damage to her. Because she's a caster. She's a caster. I think Steno removes buffs too. But she gets counterclassed by her. But she also has to use her MP to do so. Yeah, it removes buffs. Oh, there's also Paris here. Paris removes buffs from with his face skill. Also, who could forget? Ushivenja removes buffs. Before damage too, which is just beautiful. Don't have any of the yeah, I do. Alright. We'll see how we go on that next time. So I'll go and wrap up. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.